What's happening, party people? I wanted to make this video because a lot of people just don't know. But part of the expense in having me come to help you in your location is travel, meals, and of course, lodging. So there are some people that actually host me, and there's others of you that may not understand how I feel about that. And let me tell you something. I would rather stay with you in a comfortable, somewhat private spot than to be in some hotel where there's a revolving door and there's been a person every other night in the bed that I'm sleeping in. I don't have nothing against hotels. I think most of them keep it clean, but I would probably rather be in a private setting like I am here. The guy that I'm helping in Houston, I stayed a couple nights in the hotel, and I mentioned, moving to another location to help someone else. And somehow or another, he let me know. He said, "Hey, I got a spare bedroom. If you ever want to use that, you can do that. Maybe spend more time together than you running off to a hotel. It may be more comfortable for you." And sure, I took him up on it. I have friends that I see often when I travel. Dan the Man, my buddy Willie Gilly, my good friend Rabbi Steve, they host me all the time. And it's usually not a bother to them because they like people or me. And it's just cheaper than me staying in a hotel. Now, if I'm here helping you work on your car, unfortunately, that hotel expense is yours. If you have a clean room with a somewhat comfortable bed, man, I'm more than willing to stay there. Now, I don't want to work all day and then sleep on somebody's floor or on a floor mat or something like that. I'm just simply too old for that. But if you have a bed, I, I've stayed here. The last guy I helped in San Antonio, he had a room. I stayed there. Man, his bed was as comfortable as mine back home. I have a friend named Howard in the Chicago area. He had put me up one time in the most comfortable bed I've ever slept in my life. So I have nothing against and would prefer to be hosted. But because people really don't know me, they've never met me, don't spend time with me, and people like their privacy and all those things, I have no problem staying in a hotel either. Whatever it takes to get you some help, that's great. And even with paying my lodging and living expenses to help you, most people still come out 50 to 70 cents on the dollars compared to most reputable shops and dealerships. Now, can you find somebody to work on your car cheaper than me? Absolutely. Will they do a good job? I don't know. If they use the resources out there, they may do as good of a job. Will I take care of you the best of my ability? Absolutely. Most of you know that. That's why most of you ask me to stop and help, and I do my best to, just get everything done that you need done. And again, so here's a couple things if you want to make it more comfortable for me as you host me. I have people ask me all different things. Like one time I went to the Pittsburgh area, the guy said, "Hey, what do you like to drink?" I told him. My lady recently did that as well. So when I'm working, and especially in the heat, I mostly like water. If I do some other thing to prevent cramping, I'm old. I'm an old dude. I'm over 50. I usually do maybe one drink with electrolytes in it, something like Liquid IV. My buddy Gilbert turned me on to that, or like a Gatorade. I don't know what the ounce size are, 32 ounces or something like that, at the most in a day. No matter how hot and sweaty I am, I primarily drink water. Now, when I have meals, my favorite is iced tea, Arizona iced tea, not the Arnold Palmer, just a regular sweet tea. It's not too sweet. I like it. That's primarily my source of sugar, that and those electrolyte drinks for the day. I don't have any problem with doing zero sugar Gatorade type stuff, but I do like my sweet tea. Now, as far as meals, I'm really not a picky eater. However, again, I'm old. I get arthritis pain if I eat white foods. Your breads, your rices, your pastas, your potatoes, those things, as good as they taste, they trigger my arthritis and make life painful for me. So I avoid them. Not ashamed to tell you, hey, I don't want any potatoes. I don't want any pasta. I eat mostly green vegetables. I'll eat a salad for a meal. Don't eat a lot of red meat. Mostly I'm a chicken guy, fish guy, sauteed, baked, preferably not fried. I'm trying to get away from more fried food and green vegetable stuff. So that's kind of what I eat. And again, I don't really consume alcohol. It slows me down. I really don't care for the taste of it. If you have a empty bedroom that you don't mind a stranger staying in, I'm relatively clean. I don't leave big messes behind. I'm not going to trash out your house. I got plenty of people like Mark that'll vouch for me. I had one lady left a rumor on one of my videos saying that I left her place a mess. And hey, I don't know what she wanted, but leaving a couple of dishes sitting on the counter after I've washed them, if that's leaving your place a mess, I guess I did. Those weren't dry enough to put away in the cabinet. And that person was also caught going through my suitcase. So there's that. So semi-private, somewhat comfortable. I'm easy. You can host me. I'll be glad to, especially if I'm traveling by myself. I just wanted to leave that message for those of you that are curious and want to try to make it comfortable for me when I visit you with like beverages, refreshments, or trying to make sure I get something to eat so that I can keep working. I'd much rather eat lunch at your place, something that's I consider healthy for me, versus taking an hour or two going to find something for lunch. So just to recap, if you know I'm coming to your area, I don't have to be doing work for you, but it works better if I am doing work for you. That way you save money. So if you want to host me, comfortable place, clean place, semi-private, the foods I eat, chicken, fish, preferably not fried. I try to avoid white foods. I do not eat a lot of sweets for snacks. Occasionally, maybe something minor, maybe one cookie I might eat in a week. So I try to avoid sweets. Don't eat ice cream and stuff like that for snacks. My snacks is normally like peanuts or something like that that's semi-healthy. I don't really snack that much between meals. I don't eat a lot, so I'm not a large portion person. I'm trying to keep a healthy weight. I do drink a cup of coffee in the morning. I like, maybe we would call it 1 cream, 2 teaspoons of sugar. Yeah, I know it's sugar, but it's not as much as eating cookies all day. And drinking tea adds some sugar, but it's not like eating cakes and ice cream and stuff like that. So I'm not saying I'm not a sugar person. I'm saying I'm reduced sugar. So let's save that. But I like vegetables. Salads are great. Greens, peas, carrots, any kind of vegetable, anything that grows out of the ground, I'm excited about that. And and I don't mind going somewhere to eat. And I'm not asking you to prepare special foods for me. I'm just saying, if you want to know, now you know. And I sleep, and usually I use tissue, so I need tissue and trash. I carry my own tissue. Sometimes I carry my own trash bag. But that's just, hey, if you want to know, that's what's going on. And I appreciate those of you that do want to host me. I do want to save you money, so that helps. And it's like I said, it's just as convenient to stay in the hotel. It's just not as cost effective. Doesn't save you as much money. I stay in the hotels. Mostly the average price is probably around $115 a night. 2-3 nights in a hotel, that's $300-400 that you could save if somebody's in the area hosting me. So I just wanted to put that out there because some people ask. Appreciate your time, appreciate your help, appreciate your generosity, and I hope I can help you in a cost-effective way in the future. Thanks. Bye-bye.